Because some of y'all got to go. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm tired of this traffic and everything. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm tired of it. But yeah, please, the right ones come to Houston.
Yeah. That'd be nice. But that's not gonna happen. Houston traffic is gonna be California traffic. Watch.
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now. If it ain't already there.
Learn your back streets. That's all I
learn your back streets.
But everybody know the back streets now too. So
so it's all good. God dog it.
Mike, you should throw your head off right there.
God dog it.
Dang it, boy. Oh my God. So yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to that. What's going on? We in this thing, Just Acting Up Show. Your boy Joffy is in the building. What's going on, Chris?
It feels good. Oh my bad. You know, I got a song every week. It feels good. Oh, no, it's not that time.
No.
Mike looking at me like I'm crazy.
No.
Mike. Welcome back, Mike.
What's up? Feels good to be back. It feels good to be back. Yeah, stretching and yawning. Good morning. Or good afternoon. Or good evening.
Either or.
Yeah.
Either or. Yes. We got a great show for y'all, ladies and gentlemen. We got a great guest coming on, so y'all stay locked in for that. Miss Nicole Lockley will be joining us as well for the Just Acting Up Show interview, spotlight interview. Spotlight is on her. And we got some good breaking news coming for you, movies, TV shows, all that and more. Just Acting Up Show. Y'all stay locked in. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. Before we get started, what do you do? It's so simple. Just a boop, click, boom, right there.
Like, share, and subscribe, please. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all you do. It's just simple.
Man, run them numbers up. Run them numbers up. It's so simple. Run those numbers up. Run them up.
Well, you can't watch on YouTube. Well, you know what? We on iHeart. We on Spotify. We on Apple. So you can listen to us any and everywhere. So I'm just saying. You ain't got no.
Yes, just saying. You got options. And these are great options to have. Listen to us. So, without further ado, welcome back, Mike. Talk to us real quick, man. How was your birthday getaway, man? Birthday weekend.
Oh man, it was pretty good. I had fun. It was pretty good to see how the up north of this country looks like. Went to Pittsburgh, saw my team week 2 at their home game, and we was on. For all the Steelers fans that know who I'm talking about, but we was on the same flight with Franco Harris. Franco Harris is a Hall of Famer. Yeah, that was pretty cool. He's really tall in person, and shout out to Franco Harris because he just was frustrated with you old Steelers fans. Because the man was trying to get off the plane. I don't know if because we took it from United. We left Houston and then we flew straight to Pittsburgh, so it was a straight shot. So I don't know if if he's living in Houston or not, but he's very tired. Man was very tired. He was the only one that had a mask on, because he's trying to, cover his stuff. And there was a lot of Steelers fans that they were following that man like Mother Goose. Come on. Yeah, that's Franco Harris. That's Franco Harris. They taking pictures with him. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. It's like 10 o'clock at night, man. Please leave that man alone. That man trying to go to sleep or something.
So you went all the way down to Pittsburgh to catch that L, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I did. Yes.
Matter of fact, somebody sent us a video of you right after the game.
You know what?
Well, hurt.
You know what? It's all good, man. Steeler Nation, we're gonna hang in there. We 1-2 right now. We lost Thursday night. We came close in Patriots against the Patriots. But I will say this: Steeler Nation is huge. I mean, France, Portugal, Spain, New York, California, Las Vegas. We're everywhere. Canada, we was everywhere. So it was a good sight to see. It was a good sight to see.
International L. Nice.
Yeah, we took an international L. That's fine. But you know what? Them old Texans ain't won nothing. They they owe it. They owe it. My wife was down there. She was like, "Is this how it is with the Texans and their first home opener?" I told her no.
Is he still talking? Oh, let me turn my camera back on.
The Texans fan base stopped at 59 and 610. That's y'all fan base. That's it.
Oh man, cold blooded. That's when y'all know. That's when y'all know it's football season. We back talking trash to each other.
Yeah, we back talking trash.
Oh,
but shout
man.
out to all the people. It was pretty good. I will say this for the ones that have watched our show and don't think that it's possible for you to travel and see parts of this world, man, go. Because I used to feel the same way. Didn't think I could afford enough. Didn't think I had the time. Man, go. That was a very beautiful experience just to be in a whole nother city.
Amen. Amen again. So let's keep it going, man. So shout out to the Houston Rockets preseason. Will kick off this weekend. It starts on October 2nd. I do kind of love, well, I ain't gonna say kind of, I do love this time of year because if your team, your baseball team is, gearing up to get ready in the playoffs, you get, sports all around. You got baseball. Shout out to the Astros. Y'all, come on now. Keep doing what you do. Get up in there. Get in there now. Shout out to the Astros. I believe shout out to Astros. Keep right there because I don't want to jinx them. Every time I do it, the Astros mess up. So shout out to the Astros. Shout out to Houston Rockets. Real young team is getting ready to kick off a brand new season. I got to go to the game somehow, some kind of way. This is, what is it, Steven Silas' third year, I think? Second or third year.
Yeah.
I want to see what he does with this young team. And so, yeah, we're going to see how it goes. And, of course, we already shout out to the Houston Texans. Well, Mike gave his whatever to the Houston Texans. but, yeah. So, yeah, Chris is a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's all I got for y'all. Yeah, man. So, also with that being said, with the Astros, some breaking news real quick that we just recently got. So we all know that 50 Cent back on that game. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. Sorry, but 50 Cent is now takeover of Houston sports and continues via new deal with the Astros. So, shout out to 50 Cent for doing that. So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Take over.
Yeah, he said, I love this caption too. He said, I love me some Houston. Watch, everybody is going to start moving out here. I'm going to move Hollywood to Houston. I don't want to travel to shoot television. I can do it in the H-Town. Watch how many jobs I create. Boom.
That's what's up.
So, yeah, man. First of all, well, I look forward to that. Hopefully the right people can come here to Houston. Because some of y'all got to go. I ain't going to lie to you, man. I'm tired of this traffic and everything. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm tired of it. But yeah, please, the right ones, come to Houston.
Yeah. That'd be nice. But that's not going to happen. Houston traffic is going to be California traffic. Watch.
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now. If it ain't already there.
Learn your back streets. That's all I
learn your back streets.
But everybody know the back streets now too. So
yeah, so it's all good. God dog it.
God, Mike, you should do your head off right there.
God dog it.
Dang it, boy. Oh my God. So yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to that. So real quick, or go ahead and let you know this right now. Voter registration. So I was recently on 95.3 Jams. So shout out to Mimi Money and Damon Valentine. I was on there for one show and holding it down, and it was great. I had fun. I always have fun whenever I go there. But the topic at hand was voter registration. So the voting is coming up real soon. So little note to y'all might want to go out there and get your voter registration. Make sure that you got it locked in because your vote does matter. If you don't think that it doesn't, trust me, it does. So
yes, absolutely.
You complain about that pothole that's messing up your tires?
Get your behind in there to go vote.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah, man, for real. And it was overall great conversation. So, like, yeah, great conversation. So make sure y'all, go on 95.3 Jams, tune into that. Your vote does count. Yeah, the vote does matter. Y'all make sure that you go and cast your vote. Your voice needs to be heard. And if you do not vote, go and sit in a city hall meeting or something like that. Get involved. Go to the police department. Stop being scared to talk to these police officers. I know everybody's not going to be looking like me. I don't want to talk to police. But how are you going to, address the problem, the situation, if you don't have a conversation with people to understand what's going on in your community? So look into that. That's the gym from the Just
Oh,
Act
yeah.
Make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. So with that being said, President Biden, he said that the pandemic is over.
Yeah.
Is the pandemic really over?
Well, run that memo by my beautiful wife Lakeisha. All the time we was in the airport, boy, you couldn't tell it with her. She was wiping down the seats. We sitting in the terminal. She wiping down the seats. We go on the plane. She wiping down the seats. I'm like, come on, man.
Hey, man.
Come on, man. We go in the hotel room. She and there was just wiping stuff down, spraying everywhere. I'm like, oh,
wax on, wax off.
She even, if I'm not mistaken, I think she was in the stadium wiping down the seats too.
What?
Yeah. So because she said, okay, COVID might be over, but the monkeypox. I'm like, oh God.
I mean, well, you can never be too careful. You can never be too careful. So yeah. Hey, man. But I mean, I agree with him to a certain extent. It's not really over, but I do see when he said that people are outside, people are not trying to enjoy themselves. And we all said this a few years ago when it was getting kicked off and get started. I hate that it happened. But we're all still wearing our masks to a certain extent. When we go and say it, we do wear our masks because, it's requested. People at work, they still wear their masks. I like what you said earlier about, what's the name, keeping his mask in the airports.
Yeah.
When we get to that level, I think I just might still rock the hats. Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do about the more crazy Steelers fans that he was trying to hide from. But you're right, because that man has got to be in almost his 70s, if not, and pretty. I don't know Franco Harris's age, but I know it's up there.
Yeah.
So your immune system is, I know when I take my mom to her doctor's appointments, I know she has to wear a mask. So It's still present out there, man. Come on. You just go at your own risk. You go at your own risk, but just, I wouldn't chance it if your immune system is what it is.
Yeah, agreed. So, last thing before we finish this segment off, would y'all ever want like a flying car?
What's the gas prices?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's gonna be gas. It doesn't make sense to be gas, James. There'll be gas. There'll be electric. Yeah. I don't know, but like I saw this little. I ain't gonna say it was a clip, but a picture. And there's a flying bike that they're working on in Detroit.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm trying to get their Jetson on. That's gonna be. You get the wrong person to bike. You mean you can just fly over somebody's house right quick?
Let me park that. Let me park that real quick. Let me park that right there, player.
Or somebody owe you money. I ain't home. I'm looking right at you. Like what?
Okay. I know you could be right there hovering over.
Yeah.
A flying bike. Hey man, you'll beat that traffic though.
Hey man,
you beat that traffic.
Man, what's that show, Futurama? They have them flying spaceships in there. How y'all have traffic on flying? What else, Futurama? That's a cartoon, James. Shut up.
Hey man, that's right. I mean, but still though, like how you had traffic in the air? Like you remember that? That scene where it went like this, and it's like how you got the license? It's like, man, what the hell going on?
What type of city is this, man? Yeah, man, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm ready for that advancement right there just yet. I mean, we just kicked the metaverse off right now, and I heard great things, heard bad things, or whatever. But I don't know, man. Maybe we'll be in our gray and old in our rocking chairs or something like that. when these flying bikes get started. So I don't know about that, man.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. Still don't know how y'all have traffic though.
Having traffic in the air. Like, how you have traffic in the air? Like,
well, that's why you gotta have air traffic control.
It's not that time yet, Chris. Good Lord, I did not come back for you. You got me feeling like Tom Brady right now. And shout out to Tom Brady for throwing a fit. Tom Brady threw his helmet. He yelled at a bunch of people. He threw the tablet. Tom Brady is frustrated. He did not come back.
I came back for this. God.
That's how I feel right now, Chris. Now, Chris, you did this twice now. I did not come back for this.
Did it in front of company and everything.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Get these jokes.
Woo, ladies and gentlemen, this here is the Critics Corner, and you already know what goes down on the Critics Corner. But before we get to that, go on to
Bam.
Joffy's VIP Room, where we have a more in-depth analysis of your favorite TV shows and films. I just posted something yesterday talking about Daredevil. Go check that out. So yeah, check out Joffy's VIP Room. Let's go ahead and get into this. So we done it before. We gave flowers out to this individual, RIP to her. Cicely Tyson. There is a Harlem Street, that's named after Cicely Tyson. What an honor. What an honor. All the work she has done from when she first stepped on the scene till it was time for her to, rest. So thank you for whoever did that. Name a street after her. That's Sister Cicely. Try to say that 3 times fast. Sister Cicely. I ain't gonna do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I ain't gonna do it.
I'm not wrong.
I ain't gonna do it. But yeah, man. So shout out to whoever did that for Cicely Tyson, the city, and everyone in Harlem. Shout out to them who did that for her. Well deserved. So October is right around the corner. Yes, it is. And these scary movies, these horror movies, they coming up, they gearing up, getting ready. So I was surprised to see this. I didn't know this was coming out. There is a Hellraiser trailer that just dropped, and it's coming out on September, on October 7th on Hulu. I've never really gotten to Hellraiser like that.
I did.
You did? I remember bits and pieces when I was a kid. I was like, Grandma, can you turn this off, please? So
it was very, very, very gruesome. Very gruesome. To watch them all, you got to go on Tubi. Tubi has them all. But it was one episode. Like when you sick, you just be watching stuff on TV. And so I watched the first one and the second one. Long story short, they got down to a recent one that I think they did in 2017. Oh, I had to turn that off. I'm like, that's too much. That's just way too much. Like, I just ate some chicken noodle soup right now, and it's like, I don't want to see that. That's the thing. That was pushing it. And that's coming from me. Okay, so I have seen some crazy movies, but that was pushing it. That was too much. I'm like, I'm good.
It makes Freddy and Jason look like kids, huh? They look like party, huh?
It's just the grotesque of it all.
The thing about scary movies these days, though, they're more gory and gruesome than they are scary. It seems like.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's other ways you can scare somebody. Like you saying, if you can put that fear in somebody, I'm like, okay, then I'm afraid. The grotesque thing, I'm like looking at TV like this.
The grotesque. I couldn't get the horror. Oh, I watched that all day long, but the grotesque of it all, like the bodily fluids and all the other, I'm like, no.
This not on the list, but there is this movie that looks good that's coming out. I think on next week, the 1st or the 30th rather of September, which is it's called Smile. It's called Smile. It looks like a scary, like it's a horror flick. I'm not quite sure what it's about, but the trailer I seen looks dope.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, looking forward to it. And also, that's debuting this week, The Walking Dead, the final season from the original. This about to start his final season, October 2nd. So y'all get ready for that. I know they have been talking about different spinoffs that's coming for it. I think Fear the Walking Dead is still going on strong, but this is the original, now. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see how this thing plans.
I am too, because I'm ready for it to be over. Old and gray is where they got us now. Literally old and gray.
Like man, like this how long it's been going on. Man. So and to what this right here, another Netflix show that's coming out or that's already out that people have been going buzzing about. Jeffrey Dahmer is on Netflix right now. Like watch right now. Been hearing a lot of things about it. I have not watched it. I will sit down and watch it when I can. So yes, Jeffrey Dahmer. So
yeah. I'm actually looking forward to seeing it. Hawkeye, Jeremy
Renner.
Renner. Jeremy Renner, if I'm not mistaken, he started off acting late, but I think his first big role was playing Jeffrey Dahmer. He did a biopic. So when I saw this show up on my timeline with the Jeffrey Dahmer, it was a notification. I'm like, okay, now how y'all gonna do this one different? Because the Jeffrey Dahmer and the Ted Bundy stories, they have, the documentaries, they stretching it kind of thin. But as I'm watching it on the trailer, it's telling a part of the neighbor, and it has a lot of race that goes in it too. So
yeah, I seen the one clip that's been going around with the girl. I guess that was in court, of sister or whatever, and how she was just like how detailed she was in her and like reenacting that scene.
Yeah,
like it was like watching the same video.
Yeah, the side by side. Yeah. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing it because it gives us a twist, because they never elaborated on the victims and how this whole situation, because let's be honest, he target black males. So and hey, it's a crazy story. See, now that's horror, because that's real.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's boy, I tell you.
that's just whew,
Lord Jesus.
Lord have mercy. I mean, so it's very interesting to see how they tells the story on this one. But
yeah, true, very true.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out as well too. Also that's out on Netflix right now is Tyler Perry's film called Jazzman Blues. I start off by watching it. It's looking good. I gotta finish it. I've been so crazy busy, so crazy busy. But yeah, the Jazzman Blues. Make sure y'all watch that. Tyler Perry Productions, and like I said, it looks good, man. Looks good. So put that in your notes right there of TV of films to watch. And quick question for y'all. J. Cole, he went to, he, played basketball for a little bit in basketball, I think he went overseas to play hoop for a little bit. So, yeah, you kind of question some things when, when a celebrity comes in and, does, you question some things. Like, I don't know, like, okay, you hoop in real life? Okay, cool. But when you get somebody else, like Tom Hardy, no, he did not go and hoop. What he did, he went into a jiu-jitsu tournament, jiu-jitsu competition, and he won.
Hey.
That's what's up.
He won. And because sometimes, like you say, okay, like name a celebrity that you say, I don't think that's a good look for you. I don't think you should do that. And then they go and try it, and they come back, and you're like, yeah, I don't think I should do it. Well, we told you shouldn't. Tom Hardy is actually one of the many few that can say, I went to go to a jiu-jitsu competition.
He end up like Nate Robinson. Sleep.
You know what? I believe me personally, I believe that all actors somebody they you know how they say you miss your calling.
Yeah.
Man, you miss your calling in that, because you like naturally you got it. Like, wow,
Right.
like everybody else see it and it's like, man, you could do this. You be like, man, I don't. Like my sister, for example, my sister can put together a house. She can be a very good interior designer. And I walk into her apartment, I'm like, this is like a museum. It's like the Mona Lisa, the Mona Lisa. And she looks at it like, oh, I just got this from my kid. I got this from this and that, and the third. So it's like, what your calling that you thought it was is like, yeah, that's cool because it's a skill that you develop and you got in good with it. It's like, but but this was your natural calling.
This was your natural calling. Like, man, you could have did. Like, I can really see you doing this. And you won.
Yeah, you won. Yeah, like people can just be born with football bodies. Oh man, that's a football boy.
Yeah, boy, you
boy, you go on out there.
Oh, okay. Is that how it works? Let me see. I was born to be a trillionaire. That's it. No.
Hey, no, we don't speak that to existence.
You speak that into existence. In
okay,
existence.
that's not the same thing. I can't just say it like.
But it's not the same thing because you're not born with money. I'm talking about naturally gifts that come from the God above, all down to you. Like a baby is born, 50 pounds. Oh, that's a football player about it.
That's what
get your behind out there.
Yeah, like man, and many blessings and healing to that woman that delivers a 50-pound baby. Because my God.
Like, hey, you ever seen a tall man? Like, damn, yeah, like, and he work at Kroger's. Like, boy,
like, what you doing here, man?
Like, man, what you doing?
Man, I was just like, it's this show called Married at First Sight. And on this current season, they got this dude. He's almost like 7 feet something, super tall dude. He was playing basketball with his wife, and she was hooping him up. They're like, you just tall for no reason.
Yeah.
Just tall for no reason.
For no good reason.
I had a teacher tell me that too, and now when I look back at it, that was harassment in high school. He's like, man, you just big for no reason. You need to be playing football or something. You just big for no reason.
Just big. So the Sonic Prime TV show will debut in the winter of 2022. Switching gears a little bit. Something for the kids, man. Something for the kids. Some for us oversized adults too that like to watch cartoons. Yeah, I do every now and then. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, Sonic Prime debuts in the winter of 2022. Look like Shadow, the Hedgehog gonna be on there, Robotnik, and all of Sonic's friends, ladies and gentlemen. You kids need to watch cartoons anyways. Tell them get off of YouTube. All the dances and everything.
That ain't gonna never happen.
No, it ain't. It ain't gonna happen. Yeah, no, it ain't gonna happen. And last but not least, we have to acknowledge this person. I'm gonna butcher her last name. Megan. Last name is spelled Pipus. I guess it's Pipus. I apologize if I butcher her last name. But Megan, that's her middle name. Megan Peace. I guess that's her last name. Is the first Black puppeteer in the 53-year history for the Muppet, known as Gabrielle. On Sesame Street. Y'all. Y'all got Oscar the God dog on Grouch that's still in that trash can. And now, finally, but no, it's good. I love it. I know Chris said he does want, puppets so we can do some skits and everything with it. That's gonna be later on.
That's progress. That's
progress. But I like, yeah. Get some more up in there. Hire us. I'll be a puppet.
You'll be a puppet or a puppeteer?
I'll be a puppeteer.
Okay.
I mean, if you go ahead and correct me, be a bald-headed puppet. I mean, I'll put a hat on or something like that. Talking around, whatever. Yeah, but yeah, man, I'll be a puppeteer. I wouldn't mind doing it. I think that'll be dope.
That wouldn't work, James.
It's sad that it took 50. I don't know. Why did it take 53 years? Who knows? But I guess it's gonna be a better sunny day now. No, still no.
There you go.
I did not come back for this.
Sunny days.
Sunny days.
They still do that intro?
I don't know. Don't Sesame Street come on HBO now?
I believe so.
Come on HBO, right?
Come on PBS too.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because because it's on HBO now. I mean, that's cool. I remember Snoop Dogg. It was a problem that Snoop Dogg
He
was
was.
on was on Sesame Street. That is like people was an issue. That's a game, remember? He's a game banger. He smoked weed and all this other blah blah blah. Snoop Dogg is very influencing of all youth, all race, national. Like Snoop Dogg is a public icon figure for real. Okay,
Everybody know who's Snoop is.
put some respect on Snoop Dogg.
Man, I put Snoop Dogg and Shaquille O'Neal in that same category of I'm just doing side missions. Snoop does everything.
Yeah, Snoop does everything.
He had a
So,
cooking show with Martha Stewart. Think about that.
that's what I mean. Honestly, that's what I'm saying. Like, so hey man, Snoop can do anything. Snoop, shout out to Snoop.
Shout out to Snoop, man. And get some more black puppeteers on Sesame Street.
Exactly.
I know. Hold on. I know this comes at a good time because they took a PR hit the other month with the whole parade thing.
Oh yeah.
Kids.
This
about to be the most popular.
Right.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Hey.
Yeah, Denzel, you motherfucker. Oh, okay.
So sometimes when chance meets opportunity, it just sinks in at the right time.
You sure did.
I forgot all about that.
I forgot.
So this Gabriel about to be a Gabriel doing something. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Big Bird, you gonna sit this one out.
Yeah. I wonder how many times she tried to shoot her shot at Sesame Street and they turned her down. But how convenient that they hired her on after all the commotion that went on with Sesame Street like a month or 2 months ago.
See that?
Sesame Street, I'm giving y'all the Dr. Umar eyes. Dr. Umar Johnson eyes.
Y'all learned to hear first from the Just Acting Up Show. Keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes open. I'm looking at y'all side-eyed now.
God dog. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all stay locked in. We have Nicole Lockley coming in to join us for the interview, spotlight interview. Y'all stay locked in. The Just Acting Up Show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Just Acting Up Show. We got a special guest in the building. Cole, we got to get this between the hand clap now. Come on now. Clap it in for it.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. How you doing, bright and early like the orange juice? How you doing?
I cannot complain. I'm awake. I'm ready to start my day. Get back to grinding like I do every single day.
It's the way you said life of a busy actor. Oh my gosh.
Every day, but it's all good. It's what I wanted, so I'm not complaining.
We asked for this. This is what we asked for.
Exactly.
So they're like, you sure you want to do this? Yes, we do.
Yes, I do. I'm tired, but yes, I do.
Oh my God, yes indeed. So let's go ahead and start off with this. Let's start with what was your humble beginnings like on your journey with becoming an actress?
Oh, my humble beginnings. Let's see.
I like how
it all started in 1988 when my parents. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Wow. You 88 baby right here. So what's up, y'all? Hey.
Yeah. 80s babies are the best.
Yes.
But yeah, so I'm originally from a small town called Morton. It is outside of Philadelphia. Very small town. Like, I always say it's 10 streets. It's more than 10 streets, but it's like everybody knows everybody. Almost everybody is related to somebody some way or another. I went to a majority white school district in the town right over. They had one bus to come through and pick up all the black kids and take us to school. That's how small it was. Just one bus came and scooped us all up, and then we headed to school. I grew up with my grandparents. My mom was a single mom. I had a little brother. I've got a little sister. And I started acting, I want to say I was probably about 9 or 10, just in church plays.
Okay.
And I'll never forget my first role. The
Mhm.
play was an Easter play. It was called The Train Bound for Hell.
Mm.
And it was a train full of a bunch of sinners that had just died, and they wake up and they're on this train. And I played Satan. And
Oh.
it was a fun role. Like, I was just like, I got to do my like deep dark voice, and I was like, oh, we're going to hell. So it was a fun role as a 10-year-old. And then I did my first commercial when I was 14. I got involved in this group called Busted, and it was like the PA version of Truth. Remember the Truth commercials for cigarettes,
Yeah.
anti-cigarettes? So it was
Yeah.
like the Pennsylvania version of that. I did stand-up comedy for many years, starting at 13. I used to dress up as an old lady. This is before Tyler Perry.
Uh-oh.
Tyler Perry's movies even like really came out, was like really popping. I put on my great grandmother's clothes and her wig, and I got her cane, and I'd stuff myself here and stuff myself back there, and I come out on my cane and shaking my behind, and I told jokes from 13 until like in my 20s. I had this character. Her name is Hannah Mae. And I used to get requested to go to different events throughout the county and Philadelphia. And I did stand up as this old woman. So that was like the beginnings of like all of my childhood leading up to like me saying like, this is really what I want to do.
Okay. What would you say are some of your notes for like your approach to booking roles when you're auditioning?
Honestly, just doing the work beforehand, like breaking down the script, researching. That's like a huge part for me, is researching the project, researching who's the casting director, what type of stuff do they cast for, what type of characters do they cast for, who's the producers, who's the director. If it's a show that's already out, I do my research online to see what the show's about. If it's a show I've never watched, I'll watch an episode or two. And then after I submit the audition, just out of my head, I don't stress about it because we're in an industry of no's. So I would say honestly, just as the one thing for me that's really important is, like I said, is the research part and booking the roles and just seeing the world that the characters live in, and just like the type of mannerisms each character has in these shows, because like a character on SVU isn't going to be the same type of character on Atlanta. It's a completely different tone. So just doing the research is like my number one thing.
Okay.
I like you like a surgeon with your stuff, aren't you? Like, I love that though. Like, because like that's what I do. Like, somebody was asking me like, what do you do with I'm like, you got to do your research, because that's the part right there where you need to learn these things.
Exactly. And I mean, like, even like the lines part, I don't even stress over like the lines, because it's gonna come. Like, while I'm doing my research simultaneously, I'm also like looking at the script. So I'm like, okay, so the characters in this show talk fast. So at the same time, while I'm watching the episode, trying to get a feel for the show, I also have the script, and I'm like, okay, I see how they're pacing. So I got to kind of keep in mind what the pacing is when I'm looking at the script. So by the time I do get ready to put it up on camera, I kind of already have an idea of, like I said, the world and how these characters kind of carry themselves in this world.
Well, in between, like, because you know you have your auditions, that's part of the job, and you're going into work. I saw Michael Keaton say that all the time. Like, I'm going to work to get a job. You look at it like we're going to work. because that's part of the job is auditioning. But any tips for what to do when actors is not booked or busy, you know?
Stay on top of what's going on in the industry. I'm
Right.
constantly like I'm on Instagram and Facebook all the time, but I'm only looking at acting stuff. I'm looking and I'm seeing what other actors are doing. I'm
Right.
seeing what castings are out there. Even if they're not for me, I'm just seeing what projects are here in Atlanta that are filming right now. And I'm seeing what type of roles are they looking for? Because if I'm not getting roles, most of course, the roles I get are like 20, 30 something African-American female. So if I'm not getting roles, I want to see what other castings are out there. Are they just not looking for young black women right now? Are they looking for a bunch of, are all the films here right now predominantly white cast? So then I'm like, okay, I don't have to feel bad. They're not filming a bunch of shows that need my type.
Right.
So really just staying on top of what's going on in the industry in your area. And then two, being connected with other actors too. Once again, when I'm on Instagram, I'm connecting with other actors. I'm following other actors. I'm liking their pictures. I'm telling them to keep going. I post on my stories castings for other actors, things that aren't fit for me. When I see things that I come across almost every day, I'm posting castings that I found that other people might not see. So just staying busy and keeping your mind focused on this is the industry that you want to be in keeps me grounded in the fact that this is the life. This is my life. This is what I want.
Okay.
I love that you have that very helpful mentality of doing that, because we all three of the three of us and our other friend Tashay that's not here with us right now, we do that as well too, because we look at it as like it's so many opportunities out there for us. We all can eat if we all don't let those egos get to us. Or like, so I love that you shared that, and people need to hear that as well too.
Build a network.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build a network of people. I actually, I went to Wildin' Out like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
That's what's up.
And I met some other people that are actors there, and some other people that I met randomly on Instagram, have never met in person. Some actors that I'm friends with in class that I also have never met, because a lot of classes are virtual. And I have like a group of 10 people now that we just met last week or a week and a half ago. And we decided, well, I came up with the idea, said, let's get together, figure out what roles are we not getting cast in that we want to see ourselves in. Let's figure out what type of character do I want to see myself in? What do I have a hole in my reel that I want to have this character to showcase? So we all came up with our own individual characters that we want to portray. And I've got one lady doing a character breakdown of these type of characters, and we're going to come up with just 2-person scenes. And we're going to write those, and we're going to film that. And we're not doing like a full short film. We don't need a large production crew.
Right.
And we're just going to do little short things so we can get a 10-second clip to add into our reel. So that has really helped me in building my network. It's just like you said, being helpful and letting other actors know what other opportunities, and just sharing the knowledge that I have.
Yeah. And
nice.
I love that too, because who was it that just recently said that? I know The Harder They Fall came out earlier this year, and I know people were saying that it was a lot. People of our color were saying that I don't see us doing the black cowboy thing, and I can't remember, it was Viola Davis or who it was exactly, was saying that it's because you haven't seen us on screen in that. And now that you see us, now we're like, oh, yes, we can do it. So what you're doing is a beautiful thing. So thank you for that. Thank you. Moving on to the next question. So you were in Netflix, Pieces of Her.
Yeah.
Can you share with us how you balance your acting life and family life? Give me a piece of yourself, of Nicole. How does Nicole share, or how does Nicole balance the life? Like, how do you
It's a serious balancing act. So
Yeah.
I am a wife. I am a mother of two. I've got a 3-year-old who drives me up a wall, and I have a 6-year-old that is like the biggest sweetheart in the entire world. So I have mom duties. I have wife duties. I'm house clean, dishes, clothes. My husband helps, of course,
Shout
but
out to the husband.
you know,
Shout out to the husband. Shout out to the husband.
oh no, he definitely helps. So
Yeah.
my husband is great,
Yeah.
and I need him too, because he helps me as far as like when I'm acting and stuff. Like I can't have the kids running around making noise, so he'll take the kids out so I can go ahead and study for my audition. But it's hard sometimes because let's say I get a last minute audition and I want to film it at home instead of going to a studio. I've got these little ones running around asking for juice and bananas. So, so I'm like, okay, guys, like let's give mommy a couple of minutes. But it's gotten easier because they see me. I'm getting auditions. Like I'm getting like at least 5 auditions a week. So even my 3-year-old who's like just learning to talk, she sees me setting up my lights and she's like, "Mommy, you have audition?"
Aw.
So trying to convey to those around me how important my career is and how important it is for me to audition and letting them know, listen, I need my time. I'm here for you guys majority of the day doing everything that you need, but when mommy needs her time, when your wife needs her time, listen, I need my time. And they've been able to help with that. Even my neighbors, they understand how important this is to me. They had their music playing loud the other night and I was just like, hey, I have an audition. And they were like, oh, no problem, I'll turn it down. So just conveying to everybody around me my passion has allowed me to better balance everything because they understand when I'm here for you guys, I'm here for you. But when it's time for me to get done, when I need to get done, please respect that.
And I think that's very important not to cut you off because my wife is my biggest supporter. And I when I started my journey, I didn't want to share it with nobody, not even my wife. My wife was like, "Oh, you didn't tell me," and so. And my son, I got 11-year-old son. So that's to have a fan base not fan base, but have a base like that in your household. That's a big help. It's a huge help.
It is. It's a blessing to have people to understand exactly what you're trying to do and be like, okay, let me get and give them a little space so they can get this done. Because the sooner I get my audition done, the sooner mommy can come back.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
You got the good neighbors too.
Yeah, you got the good neighbors.
They're pretty good. Like when I ask, they're willing to be like, okay. Yeah. So like I said, I try to give everybody their space and be like, yeah, do what you want over there. But when I need my time, I'm not.
Yeah, shout out to your neighbors because that's a blessing.
My neighbors like to yell and argue when I'm trying to do auditions.
My neighbors just get on my nerves. This is all to it.
I was like, y'all gonna be quiet.
So my God. Let me ask, because this is something I very recently experienced. When you audition, you're a working actress now, but as far as let's go back to that first time when you got the first time you seen yourself on screen. What was your emotions like when you like, look at me, there I go?
Well, the first time would be the commercial I did when I was 14.
Okay.
So that one, that one was kind of delayed because they were showing the commercials on like Nickelodeon and Disney and things like that. And at that time, I was like heavy on MTV and VH1. So I was coming into school and people were telling me, oh my God, Nicole, I saw you in a commercial. I saw you on TV. And I'm like, oh, it's out? What does that look like? Like, oh, tell me about it. So it was exciting because other people were seeing me before I saw me. And when I finally saw it, I wasn't like excited. I kind of was just like, that's cool. Like I was on TV. That's cool. And I kind of have the same feeling even now and every time I see myself. the first big role, I would say, because the commercial that I had was kind of like regional. And it wasn't speaking, but the first time I really saw myself on national TV was on Being Mary Jane. On season 2, episode 1, I got cast as a background, but it was only me and 2 of the main characters. So I wasn't really background. The scene, if you guys go back and watch it, the scene is about me being in their house, and the grandmom and the granddaughter, they're arguing about me. And I'm just sitting there like,
awkward.
exactly.
Yeah.
Trying not to open my mouth because I was just background. So, but that one was like the first time I saw myself on national TV with name actors.
Yeah.
And that one, I was excited going into it, and I'm still excited talking about it. But like I said, after I watched it, I was just like, that's dope. I'm on TV.
You should like, oh, let's get to the next one. Let's get to the next one. What's the next
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't do it to be on TV. I don't do it to see myself on TV. That's not the end goal for me. To see it, to like that clout. The end goal for me is just to do it. I just that's just what I want to do. So just being on set, that's enough for me.
Do you ever go back and be like, I'm gonna watch myself again? I'm gonna watch it again. You do?
Yeah.
Because I don't like. Let the truth be told, and after we're done with this episode, I don't go back and watch it.
Really?
No.
Why?
Because I'm here and I'm seeing it already. That's one. I mean, because I had a problem with looking at myself on camera. I'm like, then I have my head down, like, oh. But then I broke out of it. I'm like, you know what? I did pretty good on that. But then I don't watch it again. My wife was like, that's self-centered if you watch yourself on TV.
Well, a lot of people are like that they don't like to see themselves. Even like big actors. I've heard big actors in interviews be like, I hate going to the movies and seeing it in the premieres. So, and I can understand that because you're judging yourself.
Right.
You're looking at every little thing that you did, and you're looking at your facial expressions. And then 2, you're also thinking about after the fact, oh, I could have said it this way. Oh, I could have did it this way. But it's just like, it's too late now. Like
it's already out there.
Exactly. But that's understandable. I feel like that's probably why a lot of people feel like that. But I like to go back and watch it as a reminder to myself that I'm going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Because I have gaps. I mean, we have gaps as actors and booking. So I'll go back and be like, oh my God, I worked with Samuel L. Jackson. I was on Atlanta. Like I'm doing the right thing, even though I'm not on anything right now, even though I'm doing a bunch of auditions and I'm not booking right now. I have booked, and they were on things that I would have never imagined. I would have, like, when I watched the finale of Atlanta, I would have never imagined I would have been on the premiere for the next season. So when I go back and I watch these things, I think about I think about like it, like I said, it's a reminder for me that I don't know what's coming next. And it could be bigger. And you can only go up from here, right? Because it's still early in my career.
Absolutely. And you mentioned Atlanta, which that's actually our next question is you were Atlanta's in its final season and you are on season 3. Tell us about your experiences on set there.
So Atlanta was cool. I didn't meet any of the main cast because it was one of those off episodes. I did work with Hero Morale, I think is how it's pronounced, and he's the director of a lot of the episodes on Atlanta, and he also directs all of Childish Gambino's videos, like the This Is America and some of his other videos. He works primarily with that director, Hero. So that was exciting for me to be working with that director. I'm not worried about, even when I'm on set with like bigger names, I'm not necessarily worried about these bigger names. I want to meet the director, because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't realize this. When you book roles, you don't book it because the casting director booked it. You booked it because the director or the producers chose you. And so when I get on set, I'm like, oh, they saw something in me. So I'm going to watch them and see how they're moving and how they're directing. And I'm every time I'm on set, I'm very observant of everything that's going around, going on around me. So it was exciting for that. Like for me, was like I said, just dealing with Hero. He was really, really nice. And all the other cast was super nice. I'm still friends with the Timothy Tinker something, the guy that played the grandfather.
Yeah,
I'm still friendly with him, right?
that was.
And it's so funny because when we were doing that slap in the hallway, they had somebody, a choreographer person there, and a stunt person, because they had to teach the little boy that played L'Aquarius like how to move your head. So it was like this whole thing of teaching him how to do it. And they told him to do it slow like that. Yeah. They were like, all right, slower. And they were like, one more time.
That's funny.
So it was interesting on set, but now that when I went back and watched it, I didn't realize it was funny. When we were in the moment, it like, we were just doing the actions. It wasn't funny. And then it ended up being one of the funniest moments that has gone viral now. So.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was classic. Oh my gosh. So before we get to the few more questions we have left, what do you like to do for fun when you're not acting or being a mom?
Oh my God. I like hanging out with my husband. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Love it.
My husband is like my best friend.
I love that.
That's what's up.
He's so much fun. Like, I want to say I like hanging out with my kids, but like I'm with them all the time. So
yeah.
That's like I have fun with them, but like I like hanging out with my husband. Like at the end of the night, we try to have like, after we put the kids to bed, we try to have like 3 hours of us just hanging out. And sometimes we don't watch TV. We just sitting there talking and laughing and dancing in the middle of the living room. If you guys go on my Instagram, this morning, I posted a video on Instagram of us dancing. We woke up and was just like, let's dance to Post Malone. Love it. So that's fun to me. I like hanging out with my husband. My go-to sometimes though, when I have quiet, I like to read. I like to read outside. That's like my thing. I don't know. Just find me a good tree or some shade and let me read, and I'm in heaven. It
got to be cool outside though. For me, I don't know about you. I'm like, okay.
I don't know. That's you're in Atlanta, right? So yeah.
But that's why I said shade. Give me some shade.
Sometimes that shade don't be.
We have a thing called humidity.
Now we going in the house with this.
Straight up.
So, how excited were you when you found out that you'd be working with Samuel Jackson in the Ptolemy Gray series? Did it come in the nick of time? Was there a fury of emotions? See what I did?
Oh God, Chris!
Okay, I just had to.
This ain't the joking time for that.
Okay.
We're serious. It's serious business.
Okay.
So was I excited? I think everybody else around me was more excited than I was. I was just like, that's cool. Like, again, my response to everything is like, this is cool. Right when I booked it, I was actually going to Vegas with my friend for her birthday, and we were out there, and she was like, forget my birthday. She was just like, I'm telling everybody, my friend about to be on TV with Samuel L. Jackson. So like, everybody else around me was so much more excited for me than I was. And I was just like, I was happy about the project in general. That's what I was happy about, because I was working. So I had my daughter in like 2019, and I was working, and then like a regular corporate job, and then they let me go, and I was on unemployment for several months. And this is right before the pandemic. So then when the pandemic hit, everybody still like wasn't really working. So I was on unemployment, and the role came literally the week that my unemployment got cut off.
Oh.
And it was just like, oh my God, if this isn't God being like,
Wow.
go ahead and continue doing your dream. You don't need that corporate job. You've been pursuing this. Get focused on what you want and stop crying about a job that you got let go of. Don't be upset that your unemployment got cut off, because guess what? You about to get several stacks for working on this project. And that was the main feeling that I had, was just like relief and gratitude to God and to the universe for hearing my prayers and knowing my desires and blessing me right in the nick of time. I wasn't even thinking, like I said, about the names attached to it. It was just, I get to work.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's inspiring to me. I love hearing. If you're trying to make us cry, just say that. Go ahead and say it. Just like you said, I'm gonna get on this podcast there. I'm gonna make them cry with how my story.
You know, I like your approach to everything. Like a lot doesn't excite you. You excited, but then it doesn't excite you at the same time, because you approaches it like, I'm okay. I got it. Now let's get to work. Let's work. Let's get to it. I like that, because I recently, when I had got signed to to my acting agency, first time I was signed to acting agency, my wife was so excited, and she was like, "Are you happy?" I'm like, "Yes, I am." Because I'm now okay. I'm signed now. Let's get. Y'all give me auditions. I'm gonna get to it. Okay, what's the next one? All right, what's the next one? What's the next one? It's like I can't be, just in that one little spot of celebration. I got to keep going.
I will say the one time that I really did really celebrate is when I got signed. Because I was grinding for so long. I came to Atlanta in 2014 to pursue acting. I got signed just a couple of months afterwards, but the agent wasn't good. I wasn't booking. I wasn't even really auditioning. Right. And this was back in 2014. I kept applying to agents every 6 months, getting new headshots, going to these workshops and meeting different agents. I was grinding, but it wasn't until 2020 when I got signed with my agent, and that's when I celebrated. On my way home after my meeting with them, I cried. I was bawling because I'm like, oh my God, this is the beginning now. Because now I can audition for these roles.
Right.
And that was when that's when I got excited. That's when I celebrated, and I went into a whole praise dance in the car. I was screaming hallelujah. I called all my best friends. I was like, I just want to say thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for your support over all of these years. I love you. I just got signed, and I called everybody that was close to me and thanked them for their support and believing in me through all of this time, because I'm like, it's about to start. It's about to start.
Oh, trust me. When I had my interview and it was over, I had my little Will Smith moment. I'm not gonna lie. I did. I did have it. That pursuit of happiness. Nobody was in the house. My son was at work. My son was at school. My wife was at work, and I was just at my.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh. So, a couple more things, and we'll wrap up. What's the one role that you haven't done yet that you want to?
Ooh.
You like that one right there? I got you thinking now.
Wait, so I've always said, I know that my dreams have come true when I have a sex scene with Leonardo DiCaprio.
No.
That's a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, and
That's it.
She said she want Leo.
That's the one role where I'm like, and I don't care how old he is. He could be old, and I'm gonna be like, oh. That's all I'm like.
That's been your crush forever, huh?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh my God.
That is the one role that I know. I'm like, all right. It's a stretch, but I'm gonna keep reaching.
It could be Titanic 2, Floaters. No?
Yeah, right.
Floaters.
If y'all watch the movie,
So, or they could do something where it's like he could be like my sugar daddy, right? So it could be like young female or whatever, or like a different type of like a Stella got her groove back type love story. Like I got it planned, y'all. I got it planned. My husband here sucking his teeth. I don't care. I don't care.
I'm about to ask, if your husband gonna watch this, you gonna want that a conversation.
He know. I've been saying it for years. Look, suck his teeth all you want.
Hey, see, you know what? That's funny because he gonna have that Samuel L. Jackson look from that meme when he was in Black Snake Moan. He was just when Samuel just staring.
He had that muscle shirt.
He gonna be just
looking.
He gonna be like, hey, hold on now, wait a minute now.
Switching.
He was like, hey, wait a minute now.
Right? Hey.
Too funny. Oh my gosh. So what would you like to accomplish before this year is over with?
Before this year is over.
Before this year is over, what would you like to accomplish?
I want to book The Game or The Resident. Okay. I've been auditioning a bunch for The Game, and I'm so grateful for the casting directors for giving me opportunities to audition. Yeah. And the fact that they keep bringing me back gives me hope that they see me in that world. Yeah. So I want to book something for it. I want to book something for it. And The Resident, just because I love the show and it's filming here. I don't think I've ever auditioned for it yet, but I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna speak it into existence. I'm gonna get an audition for The Resident this year, and I will book it.
I love it.
It's gonna happen. I believe it.
I believe it. Yeah. I believe it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. No, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you. Where can we follow you at?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at I am Actress Nicole L. That's really it. I mean, I don't use my real name on Facebook. I don't use Twitter.
Gotcha.
So just follow me on Instagram. Just follow me on Instagram. Also too, I wanted to shout out my husband because I told you he's my best friend, so I got to plug him too.
You got to now. What you said now. You got to.
So my husband, he's actually pursuing music. He saw I was serious about the entertainment industry, so he's finally pursuing music full time. I'm his manager until we get to a big time manager. We've been grinding. So I want everybody also to go check him out, please, on Instagram. His name is I am AM, and it's LVLD. So I am LVLD, and check him out on Instagram, and his music's on YouTube and all streaming platforms, and make sure you check him out. He has a lot of messages that are same mindset as me about being positive and the importance of family and pursuing your dreams. So he's like the male version of me. So if you want music from me, listen to him.
I love that. I just followed him too. I like what you did. There's your plug, ladies and gentlemen. I love that. Well, that's going to be it from Nicole. Appreciate you so much. Many blessings to you. Keep going, but we don't got to tell you that. We know you're going to keep going anyway.
Okay.
Thank you. And best of luck to you guys. Keep grinding too. Keep grinding, everybody. Don't give up. It's coming. Just keep going.
Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what time it is. This is Just Acting. So, Chris, take it away.
All right. So, we heading over to Pennsylvania, PA, Scranton, all day. To Alfredo's Pizza Cafe in Scranton. They're suing a customer who left the waitress a $3,000 tip and then later disputed the charge on his credit card.
Oh, hell no.
Oh man! First of all, not too much on my second state. Okay.
Oh yeah, you did come from. That sounds like some Steeler stuff. Anyway, in July, Eric Smith stopped at Alfredo's and ordered a $13 stromboli. He then left the waitress Mariana Lambert the generous tip, claiming it was part of a social media trend called Tips for Jesus. Lord have mercy.
Mhm.
It really meant a lot to me, she said, because everyone's going through stuff, and it really touched my heart. I still can't believe it. I'm still shocked. I mean, it is 3,000. If you come to work, you know, waitresses don't make that much already, and you get a 3,000. You know, and so turns out they received a notice 45 days after they dined at the restaurant that they were disputing the charge, and you know, of course, the company had already paid the waitress out in the check form for the tip, so the business takes the loss.
Mm.
And so we thought a business owner, he said that we actually thought somebody was trying to do a good thing, but now we here 3 months later and nothing. There's nothing to show for it at this point. So yeah, it's kind of sucks.
Oh man,
What do I think?
it's not that big of a deal.
No, I was just about. Thank you. I was just about to say that.
It's not that big of a deal. Good Lord.
Boy.
What's not that big of a deal? The $3,000 tip or for them to sue him?
For them to sue him.
Sue. The sue. Hey,
because the sue gonna cost more than $3,000 for the process.
True, but then what if it's like one of those mom and pop type shops that's, you know, the money.
You know what? That is true. That is true. That is true. I didn't think about that.
$3,000 gonna hit.
Yeah.
That's 3,000. 3,000 things.
Yeah, that is $3,000.
Yeah. So, you know, who knows? I get maybe he was, you know, hitting on the waitress. Maybe they exchanged numbers. You know, he probably asked her like, "Hey, what's on the menu?" And she was like, "Me and you," and he tipped her well, but then realized she didn't even know how. It happens. It happens.
It is, yeah.
Or maybe after he tipped her, he got home and realized that, you know, he found out who works at the restaurant or who owns the restaurant. It was probably Darth Waiter. And he was like, "No, I don't want to be connected to that
waiter."
You know, because it's politically correct. Man. You don't want to be connected to a negative kind of no.
Hey, you know what? I believe that we have hit our bad joke quota before this segment started.
But I got one more.
So go ahead.
I mean, you know, it may have been above PA. It may have been over PA, so that's why they zone it to that area. But the restaurant could have been on the moon. And they probably had great food, but just no atmosphere. No?
On the behalf of the great people in PA that houses the greatest team ever that have ever been established, the Pittsburgh Steelers, I apologize on Chris Chapman's behalf, you know, for making bad jokes for you guys pay. Shout out to PA. I'm gonna move to Pennsylvania. I'm gonna move to Pennsylvania. That's right.
And he gonna keep taking the L's. Just like the Steelers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got two things that we're going to talk about in the Bounce next. So we want y'all to stay locked in. The Just Acting Up Show. Welcome to the Balancing Act, where we focus on mental health. I'm messing up already, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. We focus on mental health, and we also give flowers out to certain individuals. So, like I said, we got two things. I'm going to give this flowers out to this individual because I don't think we ever did this before. James Earl Jones, who recently came out and said that he is officially retiring the voice of Darth Vader. He's done. That's it. That man has done everything he has done with that voice, that character over many, many, many years. And we appreciate you for everything you've done. And also give him his flowers on the people who have just said that what it was the original Court Theater is a Broadway theater. Let's see, it was built in 1912. They just announced that this is now called the James Earl Jones Theater. He deserves it. He deserves those flowers.
Yes,
give that man his flowers, man. So yes, thank you so much, King Joffrey. No, I'm just playing. But yeah,
my favorite James Earl Jones movie was Claudine.
Oh yes.
Claudine was the best. Yes, that's Amongst of all his great, Claudine to me was my number one.
I agree. That was number one. That's dope. That was a dope movie, man. I love Claudine. And also, we cannot forget this. So the month of October is right around the corner. So we have to acknowledge this because we have to acknowledge this. Breast Cancer Awareness Month is the full month of October. I gotta find something pink to wear. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll throw something like pink, something pink. I gotta have something like
Get your camera on.
Yeah, get your camera on. You got to, man.
Yeah,
you got to. But yeah, breast cancer awareness month. It starts this year. It's Saturday, October 1st, up until Monday, October 31st. Breast cancer awareness. Anyone that is dealing with breast cancer, hearts and prayers to you. Please, people that are friends of people or family members of people that are dealing with breast cancer, this is the time and the moment to come together to support them as much as you can, because men can get it as well too, from what I've been told in stories that I've read. So men, yes, you can get it as well too. I know there will be people out there that are doing there are marathon walks or jogging events, 5Ks events for breast cancer awareness, to raise awareness. So donate what you can. Be there for your family members or friends that's going through breast cancer awareness. So had to highlight that. Very important. Clap it in. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an amazing show. Y'all keep on tuning in, man. We got some more stuff coming towards y'all way. So shout out to our guests. We had join us from Atlanta to, oh my God. So I'm looking forward to see what she does next. Nicole Lockley. Thank you so much. Looking forward to what you do next. Y'all got anything before we get about here?
Well, I just got my positive quote of the day.
What you got, brother?
Well, it says, keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see a shadow.
I like that.
I like that.
That's
nice. I like that.
Yeah, man. Mike, got anything to forget about here?
No, not really. I really don't. What? Huh?
I'm shocked.
Shocked.
Oh man, y'all be good to each other. Appreciate y'all. Many blessings to you. See you next time.
Steelers for the L.
Oh, see, there you go. Now I got something to say. Now I have something to say. Now I got something.
Almost made it.
I almost made it.
I couldn't help it.
All right. You know what? We fine. I'm good. I'll take that. Okay. Goodbye, guys.
Y'all have a good one.